Welcome everyone. Today's video is a warning, a mirror, and a secret. One most people never learn in their entire lives. We live in a world where everyone is rushing to speak, post, explain, and display their lives to people who don't care, or worse, to people who secretly hope they fail. We share our plans before they exist. We share our pain before it heals. We share our dreams before they are protected. Then we wonder why we feel stuck, unsupported, or why things fall apart before they even begin. Today, I'm giving you the truth, the raw truth. Don't share everything. Not everyone deserves access to your mind, your journey, or your pain. When you speak too soon, you invite doubt. You give away your power. You hand people the blueprint to destroy what you haven't even built yet. In this lesson, you'll learn how silence can protect your future, strengthen your mind, and make you unstoppable. And as you listen, you'll also sharpen your English, your listening, thinking, and understanding of real ideas in real sentences. Before we begin, subscribe to the channel for more motivational English lessons that don't just teach language, they train your mind. Lesson 1. Silence builds focus, discipline, and inner growth. Let's start with the foundation. Focus, discipline, and inner growth. These qualities are never built in noise. They are built in silence. Look at every great thinker, creator, athlete, or leader. There was a period in their life when they went quiet. They disappeared. They stopped talking and started building, and that season changed everything. Why? Because when you stop speaking, you stop explaining. And when you stop explaining, you start doing. Every time you tell someone your goal, your brain feels like it already happened. That's dangerous. Your mind relaxes. Your hunger fades. Your pressure disappears. But when you stay quiet, pressure builds inside you, and that pressure becomes energy. It becomes fire. It becomes discipline. When no one knows your goal, you wake up earlier. You train harder. You focus better. It's just you versus you. No applause, no judgment, no noise. Just pure work. That's where real growth happens. Not on social media. Not in announcements. But behind the scenes, in silence. Silence sharpens your focus like a laser, creates space. And in that space, your inner voice gets louder. You finally hear yourself. You finally meet your real self. You finally understand what you truly want. That's inner growth, and it's unshakable. If you want real power, real transformation, and real results, start by staying quiet. Silence isn't weakness. It's preparation. And when silence turns into results, the world will have no choice but to listen. Lesson 2. Silence makes you mentally strong and emotionally unbreakable. If the first lesson built your foundation, this one builds your strength. Silence trains your mind to stop reacting. And the moment you stop reacting to everything, you become dangerously strong. Most people aren't weak because life is hard. They're weak because they react to everything. A comment triggers them. Silence from others makes them feel rejected. Criticism breaks them. Misunderstanding pushes them into endless explaining and defending. This constant reaction drains the mind. It creates anxiety, emotional chaos, and mental exhaustion. Over time, people become emotionally fragile without even realizing it. When you stay quiet, you practice something rare: self-control. You feel anger, but you don't speak. You feel pain, but you don't complain. You feel misunderstood, but you don't explain. Each time you do this, your mind grows stronger. Just like muscles grow under resistance, your mind grows under controlled silence. Silence teaches your brain a powerful lesson. I don't need to react to survive. Imagine two people walking through a storm. One shouts, complains, and asks why life is unfair. The storm doesn't stop, and that person becomes tired and broken. The other walks quietly. The storm is the same, but they save energy, stay balanced, and keep moving. The storm never decides who is strong. Your reaction does. When you stop sharing every emotion, you stop feeding your pain. Pain grows with attention. Drama grows with an audience. Weakness grows when it's repeated. Silence breaks that cycle. You still feel pain, but you process it internally. You feel anger, but you let it pass. You feel sadness, but you don't turn it into your identity. That's emotional maturity. And emotional maturity is unbreakable. No one can push your buttons easily. No one controls your mood. No one steals your peace. Calm is not weakness. Calm is command. People feel it. They respect it. They sense that you are not easy to shake because you don't overshare, complain, or explain yourself to everyone. There's nothing to attack. Nothing to manipulate. No reaction to enjoy. Silence closes doors that emotions leave open. That's why quiet people last longer. They survive storms others collapse in. Silence doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It means mastering them. And the strongest people in the room are never the loudest. They're the calmest. Lesson 3. Silence protects your goals, plans, and future. Everyone has dreams, but not everyone protects them. The biggest mistake people make is speaking too soon, too loudly, and to the wrong people. They talk about their plans before they've built anything. And that habit quietly kills success. When you share your goals too early, you invite doubt. People question you. They project their fears onto your vision, and soon your own mind starts second-guessing. You also invite distractions. People ask for updates. They offer advice you didn't ask for. Your energy goes into talking, not building. And worst of all, you lose drive. Research shows that talking about goals gives your brain a reward, as if progress has already been made. But talking isn't action. It's leakage. Imagine your dream as a seed. If you dig it up and show it to everyone before it grows, it dies. It never takes root. It never becomes strong. Dreams need darkness, privacy, protection. The world is noisy, and your dream is fragile in the beginning. So let it grow quietly. When it's strong enough, let the results speak. Think of someone who announced big plans before building anything. He had no product testing, no customer research, no savings, just excitement and the need to share. Soon people started asking, "Where's the brand? Why are you delaying? Is it still happening?" Slowly, the pressure killed the dream. He felt embarrassed. He lost motivation. He stopped working on it. And the worst part? When he later shared a new idea, people laughed. "Oh, like the clothing brand?" That's what happens when you speak too early. Your words become a trap. Let your ideas stay inside you until they're ready, until they're tested, until they've survived silence, until you've walked the talk, not just talked. When you share too soon, you give your power away. But when you build in silence, your plans become weapons. Your goals become sharper. Your mind becomes focused. No noise, no distractions, no outside pressure, just pure progress. Let's be real. Not everyone wants you to win. Some people listen just to copy you. Some pretend to support you but secretly hope you fail. Some don't understand what you're building yet still give bad advice. The less they know, the less they can influence. Silence is your shield. It blocks noise. It blocks doubt. It blocks negative energy. Creates a mental environment where you can grow without fear. Now it's just you and your mission. So what should you do instead of sharing? Plan in private. Think deeply. Strategize wisely. Don't talk. Execute in silence. Take action without announcement. Let the work grow before the world sees it. Let results speak. Once your dream has legs, once it's walking, you won't need to explain it. People will see it. They'll feel it. They'll respect it. Let your results make the noise, not your mouth. Protect your goals. Protect your future. Not just by working harder, but by talking less. Move like water. Silent, powerful, unstoppable. One day, the same people who didn't take you seriously will ask how you did it. And your answer will be simple and powerful. I stayed quiet and did the work. Lesson 4. Staying quiet makes relationships stronger and safer. When people hear "don't share everything," they think it's only about goals or business. But oversharing can destroy the most important part of your life, your relationships. Love, friendships, family bonds. Even strong relationships fall apart. Not because of betrayal, but because of too much talking, too much sharing, too much exposure. You fall in love. You feel safe. You feel happy. So you post it. You tell everyone. You share every fight with friends. Every private moment becomes public. And something changes. The relationship is no longer between two people, it becomes a performance. Opinions flood in. Jealousy creates doubt. Strangers start watching. Instead of protecting your relationship, you're entertaining the crowd. Privacy disappears. Safety disappears. Trust disappears. Anything that's overexposed becomes fragile. The strongest relationships are often the most silent. Not because they're hiding, but because they're protecting. They don't perform. They don't prove. They don't seek validation. They focus on each other, not the world. Staying quiet doesn't mean you don't communicate. It means you communicate with the right person. You talk to your partner, not your entire friend group. You resolve conflict in private, not through posts or stories. Silence here means loyalty, maturity, wisdom. Privacy isn't secrecy, it's self-respect. Some things are more beautiful when they belong only to you. You don't need public approval to love someone. You don't need to post happiness to make it real. Sometimes the strongest way to love is to stay loyal behind closed doors. Silence doesn't mean distance. It means depth. Lesson 5. Staying quiet protects your power. The most powerful people move in silence for a reason. Silence protects energy. Silence protects vision. Silence protects power. Real power isn't money or fame. It's inner control, mental focus, emotional discipline. Every time you explain yourself unnecessarily, argue, or announce your next move, you leak energy. You invite judgment. You expose your plans. You reveal pain to people who may enjoy it. In psychology, this is both had big dreams. Both were talented. Both had bold ideas. But one couldn't stop talking. He went live every week, announcing new plans. He told friends about every idea before it was tested. He constantly posted, "Big things coming," but nothing ever came. Because he spent so much energy talking, he had none left for doing. The second man disappeared. No posts, no announcements, no noise. People thought he had given up. But 2 years later, he launched something that exploded. A tech product that shocked everyone. A business model no one expected. A result that didn't need an introduction because the world couldn't ignore it. Why? Because he stayed quiet while he built power. And when he returned, he didn't explain. The results explained everything. Steve Jobs didn't post daily about Apple's next invention. He waited. He launched. And the world paid attention. Elon Musk makes moves quietly, then reveals them when they're undeniable. Warren Buffett lives like a ghost, silent, invisible. Yet his investments shake the world. When you speak less, people listen more. When you move silently, your actions become louder. This isn't theory. You can apply it today. Talk less. Observe more. Every conversation costs energy. Don't waste it defending your path. Let growth speak. Keep your next move hidden. Until it's done, it's not real. Don't share your plan. Share your product. Let results do the talking. If your life is improving, people will notice. If it's not, talking won't help. Ignore the need for applause. If you crave claps, you become a performer. Be a builder instead. Silence weakens your enemies. If they can't read you, they can't stop you. Be unreadable. Be unpredictable. Have you noticed something? The people who talk the least often command the most respect. They don't chase attention. They don't prove themselves. They don't post success. They become success. That's the aura silence builds. Mystery is attractive. Control is impressive. Silence is powerful. Talking is easy. Silence is strength. Anyone can shout their dreams. Only the focused can build them quietly. Anyone can say, "Watch me." Only the wise let results say, "You can't ignore me." So say less. Do more. Speak less. Win more. Share less. Build more. Because the less people know about your power, the more unstoppable you become. Lesson 6. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves to know your life. Not everyone deserves your plans, your pain, your progress, or your private world. The more people you allow into your mind, the more opinions enter your peace, the harder your journey becomes. Most people are not safe for your truth. We grow up believing closeness equals trust. If they're family, tell them everything. If they're friends, hide nothing. If you love someone, open up completely. But closeness is not the same as safety. Just because someone is near you doesn't mean they can carry your truth. There are 3 kinds of people in your life. Genuine supporters. They respect boundaries. They protect your words. They want you to win. They are rare. Accidental destroyers. They don't mean harm, but they cause it. They laugh at your plans. They spread what you share. They give careless advice. They aren't evil, just unsafe. And then there are silent saboteurs. They smile at you but hope you fail. They wait for you to open up so they can use it later. They gossip, judge, and doubt behind your back. These are the most dangerous. The lesson is simple. Not everyone should be trusted with your inner world. Because when you share your vision with the wrong person, you don't just lose energy, you lose momentum. There was a girl with a secret dream. She wanted to be a writer. For years, she told no one. She wrote in silence, practiced, improved. One day, she told her closest friend. The friend laughed. "You? A writer? That's not realistic." One sentence broke her. She stopped writing for months. She questioned her gift. She doubted herself. Not because she lacked talent, but because she shared too early with the wrong person. Later, she understood the truth. It wasn't about the friend. It was about her need for validation. She began writing again, this time in silence. Years later, she became a best-selling author. That same friend messaged her, "I always knew you had it in you," but she knew the truth. It was her silence, not their support, that made her win. Think of your mind like a sacred room. Every time you speak, you open the door. Some people leave peace. Some leave confusion. Some damage everything and walk away. So protect the room. Your vision is not a tourist spot. It's a temple. Pause before you share. Ask yourself, can this person handle this with care? Test people in small ways. Do they gossip? Do they respect silence? Do they listen without judgment? Protect what you love, your goals, healing, relationships, struggles. These are sacred, not entertainment. Make privacy your power. You don't need to explain your journey. You don't need to post progress. You don't need to prove anything. Silence is self-respect. Silence is not. People try to understand how others think, feel, believe, and plan. Why? Because understanding gives them comfort. It gives them control. When people know what you're thinking or planning, they feel safe around you. But when they don't, when you're unreadable, they feel uncertain, insecure, even threatened. That is the silent weapon of mystery. Keeps people guessing. And when they guess, you gain the advantage. Because now they're reacting to you, instead of you reacting to them. Most people make the same mistake. They reveal too much too soon to too many people. They share their emotions, ideas, goals, money, pain, and next moves. And slowly they become predictable. Everyone knows what they'll say, what they want, what they're doing next. And once people can read you like a book, respect fades, judgment appears, and some will use your truth against you. When mystery is gone, control is gone. Imagine 2 players on the same football team. One talks non-stop. He brags about his moves, explains how he'll score, posts training videos, shows everything. The other says nothing. No posts, no hints, no noise. He trains. He watches. He prepares. On game day, all eyes are on the loud one. Everyone expects him to win. But because his moves are known, he's easy to block. And the quiet one? He surprises everyone. No one knew his strategy. No one could predict his energy. No one saw him coming. That's the power of mystery. Keeps you one step ahead. In business, private strategies can't be copied. Unexpected launches shock the market. In relationships, when you stop oversharing, manipulation stops. Respect increases. Value rises. In personal life, when no one knows what you're building, they can't judge it, distract it, or sabotage it. When you speak less but with intention, your words gain weight. People listen not because you talk more, but because you don't. Speak less. Observe more.